What's up, everybody? It's Nick at Salty Film, and I had felt like developing some of my film today during the snow day we're having here in Wilmington. So let's get started. So I'm going to kind of show you guys my process and how I develop at home. You need a reel, a 35mm, you need a dark tank, then you need your chemistry over here, which is your Blix and your developer. And what I use is just a sous vide from Amazon and put it in this little $5 tote from the dollar store. And it keeps my temperature at 100 I have it set to 103 just for compensation. It's supposed to be 102 plus 1 degree or so. So I use a kitchen thermometer, like a candy thermometer, to check the temperature to make sure that it's set. So we're going to check that on the developer. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're good. So these pictures I'm going to do today are from my Boston trip it was last year for Christmas time. And we went up there to see my brother-in-law who's in the Coast Guard. Shout out to Timothy. Go follow his Instagram, and I'll post that up there. And also, well, he doesn't have TikTok yet. Go follow his Instagram. I'll post it up here. TAW Art Studio is his name, and I'll post that up here. So this roll I'm using today is Kodak Kodacolor 200, one of the newer films they came out with this past year. So I'm excited to see how this is going to compare to their other film stocks. This is my first 200 speed film I've shot. So what you can do is you can actually, in light, you want to pull this out a bit, where you see that bleeder, and you can take some scissors. Oh goodness, that's okay. Not a lot of room in this bathroom. And you just cut that leader off, and just kind of square that up. And you are allowed to do this in some light where you can load it onto the reel partially. And I take it just over the tips of these ball bearings. Now it's pretty much ready to go. So what you'll do is, if you don't have a dark room, you can use a dark bag. And you don't want to see me doing that, it takes a while. So I will do a separate video one day showing you guys the process of using a dark bag. That's boring, so we'll cut and I'll come back when I have everything loaded. Alright, we're back. So some tools you're going to need after you've loaded your film into your tank here is a timer. So I just normally use my phone, and I use this measuring pitcher here, which is in milliliters. It makes things easier because most of the time you're measuring in milliliters when you're doing film development at home. So I just do that, as well as I've already explained earlier about having the proper way to keep your chemicals warm, which is a sous vide. You don't have to buy the expensive Cinestill one, it's ridiculous. So just get a sous vide off of Amazon. This one was like maybe, I don't know, 45 bucks or so back when I bought it. Anyway, so what I'm using is the Cinestill C41 Color Simplified Kit. I've used it about 8 times now for about 8 rolls. So you have to start after your 4th roll. You have to do some math to kind of figure out your development time. So today we're developing for 4 minutes, 4 seconds or so. This will be my 9th roll. So again, this roll is my roll from Boston when we went up there for Christmas. I've never been before. Yeah, that was awesome. Very fun trip, so I can't wait to see these pictures. I don't know if you remember, but the Pentax K1000 I had that I shot this with, it died up there, so I haven't gotten it fixed yet. And so I haven't gotten around to developing these film yet because I still had like 15 shots on it. So it did snow here today, so I was able to get a few pictures with my Canon A1 that I just bought 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I'm hoping those pictures turn out okay. So we'll see. So little snow pictures here and some snow pictures in Boston. So let's get started. So I'm going to probably speed some of this up so you're not just sitting there watching me develop. So yeah, we're going to start off with a pre-soak, which I'll just fill this up to about what the tank recommends. And on this tank it says for 1 roll of film it's 290 milliliters or 10 ounces. So we're just going to fill that up with just the water from the development tank, being it's the same temperature. It helps kind of just get that film ready for the chemicals and all that. So let's do that. We'll fill it up. Let me try. Just kind of pour it in there. And then you don't have to agitate it or anything, you just let it sit for a minute. So we'll just put a little timer on here for stopwatch for 1 minute and let that sit. Now so we're just gonna pour that out down the drain. No worries there. Ooh, this one's green. Usually it's a yellow color, so it's, wow. It's gonna be interesting. Green emulsion, okay. All right, so now we're gonna start the developer. And I've had this one for a few months now, so I'm kind of iffy. So we'll see how it looks. We're gonna pour it in here. If it looks like a dark, very dark coffee color, I may not use it, but I'm hoping we can get something out of it today. Oh yeah. It's getting there, but I'm gonna take a chance. We're gonna live and take a chance on this. I really hope these pictures don't come out ruined this time. I have yet to ruin a set-in-all film, so I think we still got some life. Yeah. Right. So I measured out about 300. Just give it a little extra in there. So you go ahead and start pouring it. And for the first 10 seconds, you want to completely just keep agitating it. So I'm gonna get my lid on. I'm gonna be a little quick about this. Then you start your timer. So you just kind of agitate it the first 10 seconds. And then what I like to do to keep the tank warm is I put it in this canister over here, this tote. Just kind of let it float in there. And so then at 30 seconds, I will do another inversion of 4 times. And like I said, I'm gonna speed this up. Then you just tap the tank a little bit too. Make sure you tap the tank. That will help get air bubbles off. And one note too, you may see I'm kind of twisting the tank a little bit. I think it personally helps kind of keep that chemical in there just flowing around the film evenly. So yeah, just let you know, give the tank a little twist when you're turning it. We're almost done. We're at 338. I've got another inversion. Saying it's done. Let's hope. I really hope I didn't forget an inversion. So now we're going to go ahead and empty that out. You want to be quick on this because the longer it sits, your film is just sitting there developing. And it's very precise. You got to be pretty precise with this. Because you can start getting into like pushing territory, which is a technique used in film photography. If you have lower light situations and you don't have a flash, you can do stuff like that. I can go into that another time. Anyway, now we're gonna just kind of rinse off the cap here, put that developer back into the bottle here. And so this allows you to reuse the chemical for a few times. Get your money's worth out of this. Stuff's not cheap. Alright, set that aside. So now we're going to do Blix, which is this is what washes off the developer. And this stuff is pretty bad for your skin. But you know, be careful. You know, you're not gonna hurt yourself. So I just kind of pour it in, measure out about 300 milliliters or so. This stuff kills dolphins and fish, man. Don't pour it down the drain. So when you're done with it, make sure you properly dispose of it. Just PSA. So this one you actually invert 30 seconds for 8 minutes. So this is going to take a while. Same as the developer. First 10 seconds you go in there and you develop it. You shake it constantly, not shake it. Don't you shake it. You agitate. Okay. Reset and start. Sometimes this tank wants to leak. These Patterson tanks are notorious for leaking, so just be mindful of that Blix coming out. I mean, if you want to wear gloves, go for it. I live on the wild side, man. You don't really have to tap the tank with Blix, but I still do anyway. It doesn't really develop like bubbles as much as developer does. So now we are done with the Blix part of it. So I'm getting ready to pour that out back into here. So I'm running water right now. So we're getting ready to do the final rinse, which you just can use tap water for that. Nothing fancy. So I'm going to measure the temperature of that water. You don't want it to be too hot and you don't want it to be super cold. Kind of in the middle. Get the handy thermometer out. So I usually do it around like 98 or so. So you do this for about 6 or 7 full tank refills. On the kit instructions it says like do it for 3 minutes, but as long as you fill that tank up about 6 times, you're good. So now technically you are done. So if you want to peek, you can kind of open that up and expose the light, there's no problem. But I like to do one more important step, which is using some Photo Flow right here. Photo Flow is like a coating that kind of helps with water spots, because you know, if you live in Wilmington, North Carolina, you know the water is terrible here. So this kind of helps with that, as well as when I hang it up, I put a fan on it too as well. So you just pour in pretty good amount there. I need to rinse this out real quick. Totally forgot to do that. I don't want to pour any more Blix into this thing. It'd be bad. It's also important to rinse that lid off again because it was coated in Blix. Because you are going to agitate this stuff for about 15 seconds. Here we go. Looks clean to me. And this stuff also protects your film, from fading over the years, stuff like that. So it's a nice protective coating to put on top of it, especially if you're going to archive it, which I like to do online, just for fun of it. Just pour that in there. Because your originals are basically it's basically your art, so always keep the originals. Don't throw those things out. Okay. Get my timer going. And you don't have to do this with heat at all. This is room temp. So for the photo flow part, you don't need the tank and the sous vide anymore. How do you say those things? I think that's the right way to say it. I don't know. Just get a little tap because it's a little bubbly. Just let that timer sit for a minute. Then, the best part is taking them out and looking at those beautiful negatives. Alright. Let's see if the photochemical gods are with us today. Gonna pour out this photo flow. Let's see how these negatives turn out. I'm excited. I see some frames. Oh, snap. Oh, would you look at that. We got pictures, y'all. We did. Look at these beautiful pictures. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't wait to share these. Beautiful. Oh boy. Alright. So, now I just hang them up to dry out here. So these are my snow pictures from today. Those turned out pretty good. Okay. So, what I do now, well, I just kind of hang them up over the shower and let them dry. So as soon as they're done drying, I will show you guys on my page. So why did I do this today? Because I want to show you that it's nothing to be scared about to do this at home. You are totally capable of doing this. I believe in every single one of you. Because I had no clue what I was doing. I just learned from the internet. No one taught me, just read and tried it myself. So I just want to show you that lesson in life. Try anything, just do it. Because this is amazing. I love being able to see my pictures I took, and it's just very fulfilling. So try it, do it. Thank you guys for watching.